This is Gemara Shavuos Daf Chaf Aleph, and we're holding in the very top of Chaf Aleph Amid Aleph, as we're in the middle of giving tirutzim as to what the Brisa meant by a Shavuos Sheker and a Shavuos Shav is really one and the same. But once again, we'd like to dedicate today's shir and all the learning, the incredible schos of Talmud Torah Berabim, as an incredible schos for Shlema for Tinok, Ben Miriam Ahuva, B'siyata Dishmaya, B'seich Sha'ar Chayli Yisrael. Says the Gemara, V'ba Yisema, a second teretz. Kishem shemevi karban al sheker, kach mevi karban al shav. We had a brisa in the previous Amud base that said Shavuos Sheker and Shavuos Shav is one and the same. What does that mean? It's one and the same. Says the Gemara, you know what it means? That they both bring a carbon. For Rabbi Akiva, and the Sishita is Rabbi Akiva, the Machayev l'sha'avar kilahaba. The Rabbi Akiva obligates one to bring a carbon if he made a shvua in the past, just as if he made a shvua in the future. Says the Gemara Meisvei, let's ask a kasha. Ezi shvua shav. What explains the Brisa as a shvua shav, oath in vain? Nishra l'shanei says yodua. If someone nishra l'shanei, someone makes a shvua to change, to alter the truth, as yodua la'adam, that which is known to people. Shvua sheker. What's a shvua sheker? Nishba lahachlif, to change. So says the Gemara, what do we see? We see that we have a shvua sheker and we have a shvua shav. That explains the Gemara that, one second, Sestira to Rav Dimi that says that a shvua lahaba, one more time, that a shvua sheker is a shvua lahaba. We see this price. That's not the taich. That's not the definition of shvua sheker. So explains the Gemara, Ema, we have to change the brisa. Now, what does it mean, a shvua sheker? Nishba umachalef. He makes a shvua and he changes. He makes a shvua to do something or not to do something, and then he does not do that. And that's going to fit with the brisa that we quoted, that what is a shvua sheker? A nishba lahachlef. Explains the Gemara, and of course, maybe an obvious detail. Hopefully, we're understanding that the fine, delicate nuance between sheker, between shav, between vain, between is mamish a hair's breadth, and hopefully, b'siyata d'shmaya will continue to fine tune what is the precise taich, what is sheker, what is shav. Kiyasu Rabban Amar Rav Yirmiyah continues the Gemara Marvu Amar Rav Yechanan. Achalti v'lo achalti sheker. So it makes a shvua I ate or I did not eat. That is a shvua sheker about the past. Sheker. V'azara soi. And where do we learn this out from the Torah? Sheker. Oichel v'lo oichel. If someone says I will eat or I will not eat, that's lahaba. That's yeah, that is laba. But then he's over a bit, not on shvua sheker, but rather b'lo yachal dvaroi, not to profane his word. Vezi shvua shav. So now we took care of sheker and something called lo yachal. So there's a third ingredient called a shvua shav. Nishla shanis es hayodua la'adam. You swear to change, to alter, to contradict that which is known to people. Rashi gives us the classical example. You make a shvua that the person in front of you, which is a man, is a woman. Says the Gemara, Rav Papa. Says Rav Papa, that Rav Avua just taught us. La v'feirish itmar, ela mechlal itmar. A classical Gemara. Gemara says Rav Papa never articulated this and said this explicitly. Rav Avua. But rather, this member of Rav Avua, we're inferring from something else. What are we inferring it from? Ditmar. Amar Rav Yidi bar Ravin, Amar Rav Amram, Amar Rav Yitzchak, Amar Rav Yochanan, Rav Yehuda, Imer Misham, Rav Yosi Aglili, Kol Loisa Seja B'Torah, Lav Sheyesh Boi Ma'isa, Loiken Love. They explained as follows: any Loisa say in the Torah is a Lav Sheyesh Boi Ma'isa, gets Malkus, V'Shein Boi Ma'isa, a Lav, a prohibition that does not have an action. Like a classical rule. Chutz. What is the example that you could have a lav she'ein by ma'isa? There is not an actual action done, and yet Minishba, umeimar, umekal chaveroi b'shem. Those three require malchus even though there's no ma'isa. Says the Gemara, Nishra min Allah. Now we go one by one, bringing out the Mekar. Where do we see this malchus on Rabbi Yechanan? Misham nehelige Rashbi. Amar Kra says the Torah. Lo yisisa Hashem Hashem alekecha lashav. You should not take the name of Hashem in vain. Ki lo yinakeh. For Hashem will not absolve one who does such. What do we learn out from here? Bezdin shel ma'ila in menakin oisai. Bezdin shel ma'ila will not absolve him, but he could get menakeh. He could get cleansed. He could get absolved. How? Avol bezdin shel mateh. Malkin oisai, and via the malchus, of course, umenakin oisai, that cleanses and that cleans him. Amrli Rabba Abaye, 1 second. Ask Rabba to Abaye, Damachkim Rachmana, Lo Yinake Klal. Maybe the pasuk means Lo Yinake. Lo Yinake, you're not going to be cleansed. Why are you teaching the pasuk that Lo Yinake min Hashemayim, but you are Nake down here? Answers the Gemara, Ikasiv ki Lo Yinake Kedakamrin. Hashasliv ki Lo Yinake Hashem. Critical word. Hashem Udeinoi Minake. Bezin Shalmate is Malkin Oisai Umanakin Oisai. Says the Gemara, that was case number 1 of a lav she'ein by Maisa Malkin Lov. Ashchan Shua Shav. Shua Sheker min Allah. Where do we see Shua Sheker? Explains the Gemara, Rav Yechlan Didei Amar Lashav Shtei Pamim. Says Rav Yechlan, the Torah says Lashav 2 times. Emein ayin l'Shua Shav. We don't need it for that. Today, you need Shua Sheker. Ravua wondered, Hi Shua Sheker Echidami. What is this case of Shua Sheker? If the case is that he made a Shua, Shaloichal, I will not eat, and then what? V'achal, lav sheyesh by maisahu. Says the Gemara, that's a lav sheyesh by maisa. He ate. That's called a maisa. Made a shua, he will eat. Didn't eat, so that's no maisa. Asks the Gemara, but 1 second. In this case, is there really malchus? But we learn he says the shua will eat today. Today passes lo yachla. Rav Yechon reish like there's no malchus. Rav Yechon Amar like Misham, never lav shein by ma'isach, lav shein by ma'isach, like in love. Reish Lakish Amar like why is there no malchus? Explains Reish Lakish. Because Davi Asra has safek. It's not a real Asra. You can't give Asra if you're not sure if he's going to do it. And therefore, Asra safek. Lo yishmei Asra. So ask the Gemara, where do we see that this for sure going to be malchus in this case? Explains Ravua, Teba achalti, v'lo yachalti. Let it be interpreted as a shvua going to the past, such as I ate or I did not eat. Says the Gemara, umayshina. Why is that any different if we interpret that the shvua is going in the past? Amar Rava, beferish ripsa Torah, shvua sheker daima lashav. Really going full circle to how we started today. The Torah is marbe, a shvua sheker that is similar to shvua shav. Ma'ashav l'shavar, Rav sheker nami l'she'avar. So says the Gemara, Eisvei Rav Yirmiyah l'Rav Avua. So Avua said, b'shem Rav Yechanan, that a shvua sheker in the past has malchus. Asks Rav Yirmiyah, is that really true? Shvua shelo kikir zu, shvua shelo yachalna v'achla. Einoi chayiv, el acha zu yishuas bitoi, shechayvin al zedone makis al shagagas karban, oilav yarid, v'zuhi lemute mai lav mute yachalti v'lo yachalti, deloi laki. So says the Gemara, l'chayr, we see clear from the Braisa, this is precisely the case, deloi laki. Says Gemara, no, lo lemute echalti v'lo echalti. Make carbon. I ate, I did not eat. What's in my eat? You get malchus. But there's no carbon. Zuhi, this is the one that shigasa carbon. I live here. Aval achalti v'lo achalti. Loi. The Rebbe Yishmael he. Tamin ala ase lavai aval malki laki. And this is Shitas Rabbi Yishmael, says the Gemara, which is what? That one is chayev achatas for one who is over a shvua regarding the shvua, however, regarding the future, lahaba, aval malki, laki, but he will, the opposite, Einoi chayev, but yes, he gets malchus. Ask the Gemara as we turn over to Chav Alpha Bebeis, Ema Seifa. Go look at the end of that Mishnah that teaches us Zui Shuashav Shachayvin Asadone Magasai Potter. This is Shuashav. They're going to be Potter. If it's a Shayi Zui Lemute Mai. What is it? My what does it exclude? My love. Lemute Achalti V'lei Achalti Deloi Lucky. So Sinachamal. There's no Malchus. Loi Zui. Tashigasai Potter make carbon. Aval Achalti V'lo Achalti. Tashigasai Chayiv carbon. Rav Kivi Damar Chayiv L'Shavar Kilahaba. A blatant stira. Hamer Reish Rabbi Yishmaeli. Reish Rabbi Yishmael V'Sever Rabbi Akiva answers the Gemara. You're right. Kula Rabbi Akiva. V'Reish Alav L'Mute Achalti V'lo Achalti Mi carbon. Al Mute Achalti V'lo Achal Mi Malchus. Aval carbon Me Chayiv. Umay shina mistavra kaibel haba mimayil haba. Kaibel haba mayil l'shavar, says the Gemara. This makes a lot of sense because we keep the cases the same. If we're talking about lahaba, if we're talking about Shavuos in the future, then we lump those together. Whereas if it's in the past, then it goes on the past. Continues the Gemara, the 2 dots, 20 lines down. Shavuos la'echal b'achal kol shu chayiv. This is the end of the Mishnah. That the Mishnah taught us what is the amount that creates this chiyah of a kolshu. Yibailu Rav Akiva. B'chol kula kravi shimin svirle d'machayev b'mashu. Says, asks the Gemara, do we say in Gans kol kula that what? We all like Rav Shimon that you machayev b'mashu. Tetani Rav Shimon Aimar kolshu lamarkis lomer kizayis elini carbon. That where is the whole chiyah? Where is the musig, the concept of being a shear of a Gezayis come from? It's only kabe a carbon. Ubedinu debayi, excuse me. And in reality, says the Gemara, debayi ifluge ba'alma. And really, we should have a general machlekes. Why is it in our Mishnah Klap a carbon that they argue? This teaches us the incredible chiddush, the incredible din of the Rabbanan. That what? The Afal Gav, that even though Dikale Meimar Hoyl Mefarish Chayiv Stam Nami Chayiv. You would have thought, since if someone says he speaks out a kolshu, he's gonna be chayiv for a kolshu. So then maybe if he didn't speak out anything, he also should be chayiv for a kolshu. Kamash Mlande Patri, then no, you're not chayiv for kolshu. Oidelma, or maybe the opposite. Baalma really kirabanan zvirlei. V'achayinu taima. Hayil mafarish chayiv. Stam nami chayiv. So this is the shaila of the Gemara. What is this machlekes Rav Akiva and Rav Shimon? So Tashema Amru Lai the Rabbi Akiva Heichan Matzina Beichel Koshu Chayiv Shezeh Chayiv. That was the way the Mishnah ended, firing back at Rabbi Akiva. But says the Gemara Vim Isa Leimalo Ano Vim Isa. 1 second, I lost the place. I'm sorry. Vim Isa. Yeah. Now, if it's true that Rav Shimon really goes like Rav Akiva goes like Rav Shimon, you should say it's like do it here. What are you coming here to ask me a kasha? Like Rav Shimon. Answers the Gemara, no, classic. He's talking back to them. And that the Rabbanan respond, Loi. So says the Gemara, one more raya, Tashema, let's bring a raya, Rabbi Kiva, Omer, says Rabbi Kiva, Nazir Hashem, Shara Pita B'yayin. A Nazir soaks his bread and wine, V'yishpo Kedil Tzariv Kizayis. And there's enough bread and wine to add up to an Kizayis. Chayv. If you also don't like Rav Shimon, Chayv and Amashu, Lam Li L'Tzariv. V'oitanan another kasha, Shvushloich Avachal Nevelos U'Trei Fois. Shkatzim Ramasim Chayiv Rav Shimon Poiter Ravina Ba Amay Chayiv Moshe Me'ar Sinayu Rav Shmuel Rav Yechon Amri Tarvayu in the first white line. You know the reason why you're Chayiv Koilel Devreim Amutarim Im Devreim Arasurim. And in Shila very Shlakish Rishlakish Amar Iata Moitzi El Imavarish Chatzi Shir Valiv Derabon Ibistam Valiv Deravikiv Damar Demoiser Atzmai Bekolshu. So now articulates the Gemara the Raya of Kolshu Nami Moshe that what? Then every amount is mushbek, because if Shimon holds that always it's only a kolshu. Shema Mina. The Gemara concludes with the Raya that indeed we're going with Shitas Rabbanan. Pick it up from here, B'siyata Dishmaya.